If you're asking about how I got started, let me tell you this, okay? You're gonna blow up your accounts. Every time you go on YouTube, you're gonna see these videos that say how to become a day trader, or one of the biggest ones for the algorithm, how to grow a small, anybody? Trading account, or the third one, what stocks to buy. The amount of people that go in and type this into Google scares the shit out of me. The amount of people that go on Google and say undervalued stocks, what stocks to buy, what stocks should I buy, how to make money in stocks is insane. So I'm gonna make this easy for you. How to be better at, fill in the blank for me. Anybody, give me something. How to be better at what? Why is sex the first thing you guys say? Okay? You can fill this in with anything. Answer, practice. Okay? It's how it works. I could put this at how to get better at boxing, okay? How to get better at whatever, okay? So here's how you, okay, the trading secret that no one is talking about. You want to know the trading secret that no one's talking about? There are no shortcuts. The sooner you stop looking for the shortcuts, the sooner you'll get better. I can't guarantee you're going to be profitable, but I can guarantee you'll be less unprofitable. The sooner you stop looking for shortcuts, the sooner you'll understand, not the market. You can't change the market. See, that's what everybody misunderstands. I just got to learn the market better. I got to learn this better. No, you got to learn you better. Okay? That's the secret. The secret is not the market, it's you. I didn't start finding success, and I'm not even successful. I get lucky sometimes. I didn't start finding success trading until I started understanding me, not trying to understand the market. Sure, you have to understand, you have to know the basics of the market, you have to understand things like that. But until you understand where your weaknesses are and where you keep fucking up, you will not get better. You can know everything in the market. You can win 99% of the time and be one of the worst fucking returns of anybody you know. Because it's not a win until you sell. You hold too long, you buy too many dips, you get copium, you don't sell, you don't profit take. You try to buy every fucking falling knife. I've been down that road. I've made all those mistakes. I still sometimes make the same mistakes, but very small and very, very few and far between. Let me tell you, okay, I blew up a bunch of accounts, but we're going to talk about the 3 main accounts I blew up. Also, the stress is not worth it. Do you see me stressed out? I'm in 3 positions right now, all of them decent size. I'm not stressed. I have stop losses running on them. I'm profitable on 2 of them. I can't lose money. One of them I can't lose more than 8%. One of them I'm going to get 1% guaranteed. And the other one I'm down $39 on, while I'm up several hundred on the others. It's okay. Now, if this was 5 years ago, I'd be sitting here like, but here we go. 3 main accounts I blew up. First one, penny stocks, okay? Or in other people's, whatever. I first got into the market and I saw everybody talking about penny stocks, right? Like this stock was worth 1 cent, now it's worth 10 cents, 900% return. Oh, this one's up 60%. And I fell into the fucking, you just have to find the right penny stock. You just have to find the right one. Most amount of money goes the most what? Because I didn't understand, I only understood percentages and not dollars, and I didn't understand time, okay? So it was easy. It was like, I'll do this. And guess what? I'm not even kidding this. My first penny stock, I made 65% on. Worst thing that ever happened to me. But it's not even the penny stocks. Take the word penny stocks, put it on spec stocks, put it on 0 DTE options, whatever. Why? What that means is, number 1, the get rich quick. Everyone says, man, people who fall for get rich quick is stupid. Yeah, I agree. Also, what 0-day option did you just full port? What penny stock are you putting it all in? This is every person's new. They hear stocks, they see the movies, they hear the thing. Listen, Wall Street isn't what it used to be, but it used to be all glamour. They all had nice watches and nice cars, and they all talked a big game and stuff like that because they wanted to sell you something. 95% of people who work on Wall Street in most capacities are salespeople. Oh, he never worked on Wall Street. He doesn't know what he's talking about. They don't do shit except try to keep your money. They don't make their money off of trading. They make their money off of commissions and keeping you in your expense ratio and your fees. That's where they make their money. Their job is to sell you the idea of keeping your money with them, right? They don't even need to make money. They just need to not lose money, okay? The idea was to get rich quick. If you want to get rich quick, you do it outside the market, and then you turn that rich into wealth through the market, whether it's real estate, through equities, through whatever, right? Big difference. Okay, I blew up an account doing that. Number 2 account I blew up, okay? Listening to others. So I went from the phase of, all right, I'm just gonna find penny stocks that fall or that have some kind of catalyst or have a lot of keywords and trigger words, and I'm gonna buy it. Didn't work out. All right, you know what? Apparently I'm not very good at doing this. I'm just gonna buy what other people say is a buy. How do I do that? Let me Google what stocks to buy. Undervalued stocks. Stocks set to explode. Let me go on this FinTwit thing. Let me go on this thing. Let me go on that. Oh, they're all talking about how this. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, those are a lot of big numbers. I don't understand, but it sounds good. Oh, profit margin 150%. Hell yeah, I like that. Oh my God, this sounds good. Let me go all in. Let me go all in. Some of them I actually was up sometimes, but didn't know when to sell because I still hadn't worked on me, right? I'm trying to throw that blame out there on the market. Listening to others on everything. Now, you want to listen to others to get ideas, right? Because you might be led onto something or get a piece of information that is very valuable to you or could help you in your assessment of a company, of an equity, of whatever. And you can't research everything all the time. You got to rely on people, but you want to find things from people. But don't just, everyone's buying this, I'm buying it too. Or it sounds like everyone's in this, must be a good thing. Even if everybody's in it, they might all have 1% of their portfolio in it. And if they think falls 50%, they're down 0.5%. You go full port, you're fucking broke, okay? Young stocky, listening to others, okay? Number 3, options. I didn't understand how they worked. I knew how they worked, but I didn't understand how they worked, which all tied in together. Next week, expiring 10% out of the money. All this thing has to do is move $1 and I make 500% return. Move 50 cents, I lost everything. But if I would have taken a 6-month out at the money or 5% out of the money, I would have paid, instead of paying $500 for 100 contracts at 5 cents, which turned to 0, I could have spent $500, bought 10 contracts at 50, and these would have landed in the money. I would have made 40%. Same amount of money, same play, 40% gain versus 100% loss. Because we're thinking we're going to get rich quick and we're listening to others. They could be right, but not the right you think they're going to be. You're trying to get rich quick. So I just kept losing. Or I would hold, and instead of cutting it for a loss if it didn't go my way, I doubled down. Well, the more options you buy on the way down, in your mind, I'm getting a lower valuation so that way when it does go back up, I double what I was going to make or triple what I was going to make. The problem is that the shorter the amount of time and the less it is towards the actual value of the contract, you exponentially lose value. So instead of needing a 10% move to break even or make money, because there's only a few days left and it's dropped another 5%, I now need a 50% move to get to the same play. But in my mind, that's fine. That's what I think it's going to get. And you know what's crazy? It'll eventually get there in a month, but you've only given yourself 3 days. You've given yourself an impossible task. But the problem is you'll remember that one time it worked, and instead of the other 25 times it didn't work, and that'll stick to your mind. It just needs to hit once. It just needs to hit once. Options are not for the regular retail trader. And options are dangerous, but they can be very valuable or very useful. Selling options is free money. I don't care what anybody says. Selling calls is free money. Not as much as it used to be because implied volatility and volatility is down, but you can't technically lose money selling covered calls on a long-term position you're never going to sell anyways, right? But nobody does that because they want to go get rich quick. So instead of just racking up free money, they don't want that. They want that 100%, that 1,000% banger because they're wanting to get richer and they're listening to everybody else and they're seeing all these screenshots of people making money. They don't see all the screenshots of everybody losing everything. I'm going to be real with you. The secret to successful trading, and when I say successful, I don't mean you're going to be a millionaire. I just mean you're going to lose less money, is don't try, what's a good word here? Don't try to master the market, master yourself. And that's why I say there are people that can go 9 wins and 1 loss and end up down 30%. And there are people that can have 1 win and 9 losses and be up 20%. You discipline. Know your weaknesses. Know your tendencies. Be smart. I let the computer do the work for me. This entire time, I'm in 3 major trades right now. I'm not looking at my thing. I have it set up. I have stop losses. I have buys. I have sells. I have it doing it because there have been and even and here's the thing. Even when you think, oh well, Stocky, I've done this. I have stop losses. I have trailing stop losses in play. Okay, cool. Now, what happens when the stock falls 5%? You get stopped out. Then you immediately buy back in. But I'm setting a stop loss. Drops 5%. You get stopped out. All right, well, time to go again. Down five. I got a trailing stop loss. You see what I mean? Like, there are layers to this. So I didn't start finding what you would call success in trading. Just like I know I suck at swing trading. I'm good at long-term investing, okay at day trading, I guess. I get lucky sometimes. Swing trading is not my forte, I would say, compared to my day trading, right? But my thing is that I didn't start finding success doing it until I realized I have to figure this out on my own. I can't chase every play. I can't listen to everybody else because people only put their highlight reel up, right? There's people out there that will talk about how 10 different stocks are going to moon or go up like this. Then when one of them moons 6 months later, they're like, look, I fucking told you, it's fucking awesome, but what about the other 6? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, well, I guess you should have done, well, that's your fault. It's like, no, it is what it is. You got to focus on yourself. That's why people say, well, you trade live, so you should be very, you should tell everybody everything. Wait, why? I don't sell anything. I'm not proving myself to anybody. I'm not here to impress anybody. But let me tell you how and I'm going to end it with this because I have a question for some of you guys too I need some help with. I'm going to end it with this. I am not without those same faults. I spent all of 2021 and 2022 especially forcing to make myself to make trades I didn't want to make because I felt like I needed to do it for content or to keep the channel lively or to, whatever. Some of them I made money on, some of them I lost decent amounts of money on. But I was doing something I didn't want to do. And eventually, at the end of last year into this year, I said, you know what? Nah. I started this channel just trading for myself, and I still traded for myself because I wasn't, selling anything or trying to prove I was good or anything like that. But at some point, I was trading when I didn't want to trade or trades that I didn't feel comfortable with because I just wanted to have content and have exciting, things going. I was trading options when I didn't want to trade options, and I was forcing trades midway through the day at 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon when I didn't want to trade at that time. And so I had to relearn another thing. I learned I didn't master myself, but I mastered the ability to understand my habits and whatever and let the Jesus take the wheel kind of thing. But I got hit with a new thing. I never thought I'd be trading in front of 10,000 people, right? So I had to relearn that. I'm just going to say that this is a journey. And that's why I told you the whole thing with me getting into my road to recovery. I wasn't a fan of AA because I didn't like the idea that every time you fucked up, you had to go back to the beginning and start all over again. I felt like that was a thing to do. Same thing with your trading journey, right? You're going to make mistakes along the way. You're going to fuck up, learn from them, try to minimize the impact. And that's why I tell you guys, when you do your trading journal, when you write down what was the trade, why did I take it, right? When did I take it? Like, so I traded Groupon, right? And why did I take it? Double upgrade. Well, sorry, not double upgrade. 2 firm upgrade, gap fill. When did I take it? Pre-market. Okay. Exit, result. Okay. Exit, was it, I sold stop loss hit. Could it be legged out? Could it be whatever? Result, as of right now, I think it's up like 3%. Whatever. And then what did I learn from it? And so at some point when you do this, you're going to see that all of your L plays have something in common. And that's what you got to work on, right? Let's say this is a L and this next trade is a W and this is a W, this is an L, this is an L. And consolidation, uptrend, free market. Well, now there's a pattern. Well, this was an L, this was an L, this was an L. These were all ones I added pre-market when there's no liquidity and I didn't have an understanding of the market momentum, the volume, and the direction of the macro because there was a dump at open and it caused whatever. So then you start saying to yourself, okay, either I stop entering pre-market or, and this is something I started doing, staggering, right? If I have $1,000 on this trade, I'll put $500 in pre-market, and if it moons at open, well, guess what? I make money. If it falls and consolidates, I add the other 500, lower my cost average, set a stop loss, and if it goes back up, I make more money, and if it falls, I lose less because half the money went in later, and I get stopped out. Because everybody wants to have the full 1,000 in case it moons. They want to have the full amount of money, but they don't prepare themselves for the downside. So there you go. I'm on a rant here. How much for this course? This isn't a course. It's so weird trying to have the same hair you have when you don't have a beard and when you have a beard, and now you just look like 2 different people. Like,